world's largest love machine, Viscera.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. On the way to the ring, from Harlem, New York, weighing in at 487 pounds, Viscera. And the opponent, from Orangeburg, South Carolina, weighing in at 245 pounds, Shelton Benjamin.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to another sold-out Raw event from Portland, Oregon.
Well, it's been too long since Raw has come to Portland, JR. These fans are going crazy. This has gone beyond just being a match, JR. I think these superstars genuinely hate each other.
There's no love lost between these competitors, that's for sure. If looks could kill, somebody would be pushing up daisies right now.
And you've got to admit, that makes for a much more interesting match, JR.
It sure does. But I just hope these superstars can settle their differences in the ring and leave it at that.
I'll tell you, JR, between his love of food and his love of the ladies, I'm surprised Viscera gets much wrestling done.
Big Vis is a man of strong appetite, if you know what I mean. I think his strongest appetite is for success here on Raw.
He saw that one coming. He reversed it.
Did you see that? Ring the damn bell. You can't let somebody get away with that.
I don't think the ref saw it, JR. And if the ref doesn't see it, it's not illegal. I've got to say, JR, I'm really impressed by what we've seen here tonight.
How could you not be, King? These are some of the finest athletes in all of sports entertainment.
I know that, JR. I'm just saying that this has been a great match so far.
It has indeed, King, and I think it's only going to get better from here on out.
Oh, boy. These fans have got something on their minds, JR.
Well, they paid for their tickets, King, and they've got a right to say whatever they want.
I think I know who's going to win this one, JR.
Oh, really? Enlighten us, King.
Wait a second. Why are you so eager to hear my prediction?
Because I want to know who's going to win.
Oh, sure. Now the fans start to cheer for him. Now that he's in the driver's seat.
Come on, King. He's had the crowd behind him all match, and now it's paying off.
That submission is locked in, JR, and this is a tough hold to break.
It sure is, King, and even if you break the hold, it takes its toll on you. You talk about a monster. They don't come much bigger than Viscera.
Yeah, and it's a good thing, too. But we need a specially reinforced ring.
That might not be a bad idea, King, because once Big Vis gets going, there's no telling what kind of damage he'll do.
His opponent telegraphed that one.
He's all fired up now, King, and I'd hate to be on the receiving end.
I don't think his opponent's got a hope of hurting him now.
Well, you can't ever excellent counter. What ring presence?
This match has the potential to be an instant classic, but I think these fans are too stupid to realize it.
How can you say that, King? How can you insult the intelligence of these WWE fans?
Well, I heard that we gave them an IQ test, and the results came back negative.
Folks, I've got to apologize for the King here tonight. He must have gotten up on the wrong side of somebody else's bed this morning.
I think it's pretty obvious which way this one's going to go, JR.
Well, from my perspective, this is still anybody's match.
I'd like to see things from your perspective, JR, but I'd have to get my head out of my rear end first.
And Lord knows it's been up there for so long that that would be no easy feat.
After some of the things we've seen in this ring, JR, I think we'd better remind the folks at home.
As if he has complete control of his opponent here.
And there's the Viscera drop. Man, I'm glad that's not me in the ring. Talk about ruthless aggression. For each other.
They're not playing to get blood, that's for sure.
We knew we were going to see a heck of a match. Flat on your back with your shoulders on the mat is no place to be.
He was a split second away from a 3-count.
These superstars sure aren't going easy on each other here tonight.
What'd you expect, King? This isn't ballet, you know.
Oh, really, JR? Gosh, tell me more about your in-ring experience.
Well, I've got a pinfall victory over Triple H to my credit. How about you? I've got to say, although I've always enjoyed his work, I never expected Viscera to achieve the level of fan support that he had.
Yeah, I just don't understand it, JR. How can these fans cheer someone who looks like that?
I think the world's largest love machine's got to do more with his personality, King. I think it's obvious to everyone that, oh man, this is an excruciating but effective method of winning a match.
Yeah, and it's a surefire method of birth control, too.
These superstars are going to put each other through wrestling hell tonight.
They've already got a pretty good start on that, JR.
They have indeed, King. I don't think there's an ounce of quit between them.
Yeah, and that's where things get dangerous. If you're too proud to admit that it's not your night, you might wind up risking your career for a single match.
But at the same time, King, no one makes it up the ladder without pushing themselves to the very limit. It's a very fine line to walk.
So, how do you think this one's going to turn out, JR?
Honestly, King, I have absolutely no idea. Anything can happen here in the WWE.
But you've got to have a guess, right?
I might, but I'd rather keep it to myself. It's all the same to you, King.
It looks like they've slowed the match down a little, and I think that's some good strategy right there.
It certainly is. I'm sure they're well acquainted with the old expression, fools rush in.
Is that why you always seem to be in such a hurry, JR?
I think I've eaten a little too much good Oklahoma barbecue in my day, King, to hurry anywhere. Oh boy, the adrenaline is pumping. I think this could be the beginning of the end.
No, it can't end like this. Come on, do something quick. These superstars are putting on a great match so far, JR. But if they drop the ball, these fans will let them hear about it.
I don't think that's going to happen, King. These competitors know that their paychecks come straight from the WWE fans. they're not going to let them down.
Yeah, but if they don't keep the fans happy...
If wishes were fishes, the world would be an ocean. But that's not the case now, is it? This is going
Here's the pin! Could this be it?
Sounds like this crowd's got something on their minds, King.
Oh, no!
There's no question that was a hard-fought pin, King.
I'm actually surprised at the outcome.
Here's your winner,
That match went a lot differently than I thought.
Shelton
Well, that just goes to show
Benjamin.
anything can happen in WWE.